MMA Maniacs, it's time once again for your weekly MMA podcast called Split Decision, brought to you from the Sit and Cal Studios. Bueller, Dodge, and Dennis ready to break you off some MMA news. We got fights to recap from last weekend. We got fights going down this weekend. And, of course, we have a fight going on in the White House with Joe Biden and Donald Trump.
Really?
I hope that goes on pay-per-view, man. I would watch it.
He said he's going to take him out behind the barn.
Well, somebody better get video of that thing.
You know what's behind the barn? Hay. He just said he's going to take him in a roll in the hay.
Roll in the hay. I'm thinking to the woodshed. Something. I don't know. $15.99 pay-per-view, man. We got to find that link. I'm telling you.
That's right.
WhiteHouse.gov.
And that's our Twit stuff. I don't know if you've seen our Twit stuff.
We got our Twit stuff? Do we got Twit stuff up?
It was up for a little bit.
All right.
Perfect.
You missed
awesome.
it. That was our Twit stuff.
It's Dennis's birthday.
Hey! Happy
birthday, Dennis.
Yep.
So that means he gets to control the entire show. Go ahead.
All right. You know what? Can you believe he didn't sign that thing today? No, he did sign it.
He did sign it.
He did sign it? It's unbelievable.
How can you say
anyway,
that?
let's move on.
Yeah.
It's not MMA.
Somebody autograph a wiener?
Yep. He sure did. A big fat
wiener in his own mouth.
Yeah, and he even admitted, I don't know what's in that thing.
Well, he said it.
But I'm going to go.
Wow.
Anyway, that's political.
Sounds like contract
So there you
negotiations
go.
right there.
That's what I did with my 6 seconds.
Been through
It
those
looks
before.
so huge in his tiny
Huge.
hand.
It was huge.
Huge. First day of Toys R Us bankruptcy, go buy toys.
Yeah.
They're not that on sale yet.
No, that on sale, I'll tell you that much right now.
But they might not have a lot when they are that on sale.
Right. People were going in and spending money on stuff when it wasn't on sale anyway. It was like, oh, I forgot Toys R Us existed. I'm going to go down there and buy shit.
What?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not surprised.
I went down and checked it out the day it was announced, and there was just a ton of people in there spending full price. I'm like, you know this place is closing, right? What are you doing? Wait a couple weeks.
When did they just dump it in the dumpster? Does that ever happen?
I'm going to be waiting.
Yeah, the Blockbuster, we had to get rid of movies. Did you ever do that?
Oh, yeah, all the VHS?
Yeah.
And I'd go back and steal them
And
later.
DVDs.
Yeah, and DVDs. I went back and stole
You
them
have
later.
to smash them and put them in the trash can.
Didn't smash any of them. Any of them. I took like 3 trash bags of VHS and DVDs home. I was giving them out as gifts.
Oh,
and
yeah,
shit.
so did I.
Yeah.
One year, everybody got the same movie. Everyone's like, oh, thanks, Bruce Almighty.
You know
cool.
what's weird? Is
With a
when you
used
say
red sticker
gifts,
on it?
I think of gifts. You handed out gifts.
Gifts?
Gifts?
Yeah.
Gifts?
They were animated gifts.
Little
GIFs.
pictures.
Yeah. At least you gave out
pictures
good
of
ones.
You
Blockbuster.
say GIFs,
Just to piss
punch him in the goddamn
GIFs.
You mean GIFs?
It's the cool whip.
Graphic interface format.
The cool
Yeah,
whip.
I say graphic all the time.
This is an MMA show. It's real.
First story of the day. We have
We're rolling?
Augusto
Yeah, I
I thought we were still
Mendez.
rolling.
No.
Augusto Mendez has been flagged for an anti-doping violation for his, and it was actually pulled from the fight.
Augusto Mendez.
Augusto Mendez.
All right.
He was supposed to be fighting April 21st, but he's been pulled out of the fight. The test happened March 20th.
All
right. He claims that he has never used any substance that would enhance his performance.
I'm glad he has a claim.
Shocking. Do we ever have anybody who gets
It's like, yeah,
flagged?
I
It's
did
like,
it.
oh yeah, no, I was totally doing heroin a while ago.
I mean, totally.
You know, I drank a whole bottle of steroids every single time.
Yeah, actually, you had Mirko Krokop, who ahead of his thing was like, I took a little bit of HGH.
Just a bump.
Just a little bit
I
of
had a
HGH.
little
I had
bump
an
of
injury. I needed
HGH.
to get just a little bit of HGH.
Do you take a bump of HGH off Stallone's nipple?
Do they come out of Stallone's nipples? Is that what's happening?
Dude, he got caught with more HGH in Australia than I think is needed for the entire cast. Of
That's
the Expendables.
steroid inception.
Was it just like being pulled out of the kangaroo testicles? Like, is that? Have you seen those kangaroos?
Yeah,
They're-
yeah, they get all yoked, man. And then you get the HGH from them, right?
Yeah.
And then you milk Stallone for it.
Oh, that's how it works.
You put him in a sauna with a big bowl underneath him.
When you say it like that, I just think milking Stallone is not nice.
You can't milk Stallone. I don't know. All right.
So we will see what happens with this. His B
That's the next
sample has
Michael
yet
Moore
to be
movie.
tested.
Hey, yo.
Milking Stallone.
milking Stallone.
Hey, you want a milk me?
Moo, buck.
Freeze, or my nipples will milk.
Aye.
Wow. Anna Julaton has decided to retire from all combat sports.
I'm sorry to hear that, Anna Yulton.
She was a 14-4-1 in boxing, 2-4 in MMA. She
really,
competed
I
both
do
in ONE
care.
FC and Bellator MMA. She did just have her bout with Heather Hardy. Now remember, they were supposed to have a rematch in boxing. That's apparently obviously not happening
now.
because she is retiring completely from combat sports. She said she had a deep conversation with her father and friend and mentor. She had a conversation with Mr. Coker saying that, I'd like to thank everybody. It's time for me to step away from fighting. Do you think there's some underlying injury that she hasn't said yet, and this is the reason? It just seems a little. I mean, or I don't know.
She's pregnant?
Yeah, but you're gonna step away from the sport completely. Done.
Maybe.
Does it count if like? Do you count a medical condition like she didn't like how she felt after this last fight?
Possibly.
Or do you just say, well, you're done with the wear. You're done with the wear of the sport.
Yeah, I mean,
There have been people that have said that too, that their bodies were just like, my body can't do this anymore.
Do you feel that maybe she just realized that she was never going to be top level competition, and she was like, if I'm not going to be the best in MMA, I mean, she went 2-4.
Right.
You know, I'm done. I was doing really well in boxing. I could go back, but if the years have kind of started to pass now that I was taking time off to do MMA.
I don't know if
that makes complete sense.
Well, I'm that, but you're making money doing what you're doing. I don't see you. I mean, as much as a lot of people want to be a champ or something, some people are actually in the sport just to make a living.
Yeah, but nobody wants to be in the sport to be a punching bag.
I look at a couple divisions and I'm like, that's all.
That's all they are.
That's what they
Well,
have to. No, you have to believe that. I'm never going to be the champion, but this dude's never going to kick my ass. I'm going to stay right here. And every year you fight, I mean, you get to renegotiate your contract.
That was kind of one of the arguments we were having about Frankie Edgar, right? We both agree he's never going to be champion again.
No.
But he's going to be that gatekeeper for the rest of his life.
He's going to be really hard to get through for a lot of people.
Do you think that he's happy doing that? Or do you think he honestly believes he's going to be a champion again?
I think for Frankie, he thinks he's going to be the champion again. But we've had guys admit, though, also, like, I'm not even chasing the belt anymore.
Yeah.
I just want to punch people.
Somebody's got to be that mid-level boss.
You got Eddie Alvarez, who's like, I don't care anymore. I'm in it for the money. I'm in it to punch people in the face.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I mean, like Brendan Schaub, had he not really, and it wasn't just Rogan, but a lot of guys came to him and told him, like, dude, this just isn't for you. You're taking a beating.
Right.
You got other things
you know what I'm saying?
are good at.
And he was one of the guys that
This
I'm
is
talking
not one of
about.
them.
This is
where he was a draw. People like to watch that fight, but he could still get a check. You know what I mean? No matter where he was, you could just throw his name in the mix, and he got a decent sized check for fighting.
Yeah, but he was risking his, health.
Right,
for that.
right.
It's like when I read a book. One time read a book.
Can you believe this?
Called,
We have a guest.
yeah, there was a car crash. Yeah.
I caused it, and then I sped past him.
Anyway, over in Thailand, there's Fairtex, a Muay Thai kickboxing camp. And when I read this
Gotta
book,
tell everybody in the lobby.
Fighter's Heart.
You're on camera, so.
Over there, bud.
Basically, what you would do is you'd go there and you train there for
Everybody
6
in the
months on
lobby
a
say
6
hi,
month
what's
visa,
up?
Yeah.
And then after your 6 months of training at Fairtex, they would set you up with a fight, right? Except for they had guys that they would set you up with that were cannon fodder.
Can you stand up?
It's like, here,
he's gonna try.
Your opponent is gonna be this guy, but he's 1 in 10.
There you go.
You know, and that's how.
No
it works
hands.
This is more difficult than I expected.
No hands.
Attebery's gonna do it. Attebery,
Sorry, everybody.
what's happening?
Sorry, guys.
It's all right. We'll just stop the show for you. It's fine.
Just pause in the middle of everything.
Yeah,
Joey's
it's
telling a story about Fairtex.
Let's reset it.
Is your buddy a baked potato out there?
No, this
Nah,
guy.
he's just a new guy that we've been choking at the gym.
All
Oh
right.
yeah.
Yeah. So
He's actually a fighter.
Sounds hot.
He's on.
Careful, man. You're gonna develop that fetish. I'm just letting you know right now.
He hasn't given up.
It goes quick.
Hey,
He's seen some hard sparring. Against
We'll
me.
take some turns choking you too.
It's more difficult than I've expected.
yeah,
I thought it was a
that's good. You're building your abs, your obliques,
Yeah, no hands.
all your core muscles on this strong
Oh,
board
one
balance.
thing, yeah. And now you're tall too.
Yeah.
That's what I was going for. That's
Tallest you've ever been.
why I got on.
Standing next to you, bro, I'm getting high as fuck.
I don't take pills.
I know.
I'm gonna have to sleep that off in my car when we're done here. That's gonna have to happen. Moving on to Colby Covington here.
Yeah, the rumor is that the UFC is looking to have Colby Covington fight Rafael dos Anjos for the interim welterweight championship. Tyron Woodley is out due to an injury. He did have shoulder surgery in December. It does take anywhere between 4 to 6 months before he's able to come back.
Okay.
So they're looking to book this allegedly around July, May maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, I've seen a couple dates get thrown around. So how do you RDA versus Colby Covington for the interim?
I'm surprised Colby Covington got himself in a position for that.
Really?
He did the Shale Shonen.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
I
Chael
mean,
Sonnen.
it's what it
he did
is, right?
The Connor. He talks a lot.
He talked his way into it, right? Okay.
You never refer to it as the Connor. Connor stole everything from everybody. It is not the
Chael
Connor.
stole it from.
Well, then you can go back from Shale. We can go from Shale back.
You know, I'm Colby.
Joey lasted longer.
Dodge has a whole show on that sucker.
I'm cool with being a midget.
All right. Hi, it was. You were just doing it for height.
It's
You didn't
it's
care
little,
about
little
fit.
person.
You didn't even care
We're
about
correct
fitness.
now.
I think I got the fitness. I finally got.
Who do you got in that fight? RDA, or Kobe?
RDA.
RDA.
It's so easy to pick him. But dude, Covington, you can't tell me that Covington doesn't have a puncher's chance. I love saying it now. Ever since fucking Notorious.
Yeah, no, I don't think RDA is going to have any problems with Colby.
He got in that Attebery.
I got RDA all the way.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you think that we need an interim belt right now?
No.
But that's what they love. They throw belts out there to sell pay-per-views.
Give him an interim headband. You know what I mean? Like you're runner up, you're coming up.
Like a sweatband?
I feel like it's a new way to do it.
Just give him a pride trophy.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, that exactly. That it's not a new way. It's called fighting for #1 contendership. Quit putting a belt on it.
But
You know what I mean?
No, they just want to sell pay-per-views. They sell
Everybody wants to
pay-per-views.
watch that
What they
fight
should,
anyway.
would you be happy? I mean, if instead of giving you an interim belt, they just said like #1 contender was in a gold box.
Yeah. Well, I think
When the graphic came up,
think Brett said it
#1
best,
contender was in a gold box by itself.
My favorite
By
is you just
itself.
almost keep grabbing
Let's
John.
set it.
Dana White would come out. Yeah, I don't know what you're doing.
And I like that he's still on a Bud Light advertisement, which I'm pretty sure they wouldn't be.
Yeah, he should be on Coke Light. We all know that.
We know that.
That's a great soda.
Coca-Cola.
Coke Zero.
Yeah, perfect.
So then moving on from there.
Todd's just like, you fuckers.
Hey, come on. I thought we were doing PC,
Oh,
man.
that's right. Sorry.
No, it's too late now.
Oh, it's
No,
gone. It's
that's
over.
one.
Back to back.
Even though we went back and accounted, and he didn't realize that the whole story that he told with Bisbing blew it right off the chart. It was like 24-25.
we're not cussing right now.
We're trying not to.
It's
It's a
already out the
YouTube
window.
thing.
It's
Yeah,
really hard.
yeah, it's really
You
hard.
don't want to hear me on the freeway.
It's so hard.
Boxing heavyweight
What do you
champion.
sound like on the freeway? you want this?
Man, there's a lot of traffic. We haven't left the parking lot. Oh.
No, they're new wave. They're new wave, bro. They were eating gummy bears on the way here.
Dude,
DVD.
Yeah,
Dude.
CBD.
gummy
Unbeaten,
bears will kill you.
unbeaten boxing
Gummy
heavy,
bears don't smell like that.
unbeaten boxing heavyweight champion Anthony Joshua is apparently in talks with the UFC.
If there's any truth to this is like this.
He
He says
is-
to every other MMA fighter, "Fuck you guys."
He is 20-0 with 20 knockouts in boxing.
So this is a real thing?
Apparently, someone from the UFC has reached out to him for a multi-fight deal. Now, I have not heard anything necessarily from Joshua himself, or I haven't heard anything from the UFC or Dana White or anything along those lines. Dana White will be attending his next fight to watch fight. He's a big boxing fan, but the alleged number that they're throwing out for a multi-fight deal is $500 million.
I read that today. Yeah, it's a little insane. I think he's in more like 485, like rounded up to 500 or something like that.
Something around there, yeah.
Still the most money more money than he would make in his boxing career, probably.
Yeah, I mean heavyweight probably. I know we know that Stephen Mayock has called him out a couple times on social media on
Right.
his rise
He'll
up.
be real disappointed when he gets taken to the ground.
Yeah, but it's a different situation with these guys. I mean, he's already proven that he took on a big body like Josh, and Anthony Joshua is way more athletic overall than Nagano. And I think he's actually bigger.
And he's never trained. For all we know, he's never trained MMA.
Dude, Mayweather's coming in and clearing the fucking division.
Joshua said, "I'm not into the UFC. I don't know what their plans are, but anytime I've been asked about the UFC, if I would make a crossover, it's like a McGregor did with Mayweather." So it's not known if he would be an MMA fighter or if this is going to be maybe they're signing him to a Zuffa boxing deal.
And how fast would his hands? His hands are fast.
His hands are
I
fast,
read
man.
something that Dana White was trying to get into boxing, though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
His son just fought amateur.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He won, too.
So
Of course he did.
so this guy's
Oh, that's
20
messed up.
20
That's messed
knockouts?
up.
Yes.
That's fucking
Analogy.
terrifying.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you see this as a possibility? Do you think Zuffa boxing? I know that you've been saying forever, right?
Yeah.
But it's not just Dana White.
He's not this guy's not getting
I
in
already
the cage.
told you. I'll take 50%.
This guy's not getting in the cage unless they decide to put boxing rules in the cage for Zuffa boxing.
All right.
You know what
I
I
agree
mean?
with him.
Are you sure?
Do you think we could have?
Did he wrestle in high school?
I don't know.
What if we have?
If he wrestled in
He's
high
from
school,
England. They don't wrestle over there.
What if we have Zuffa boxing
really?
in a cage?
Yeah.
That's what Michael Bisping and
Go ahead.
says.
Sorry.
No, I'm just saying Zuffa boxing in a cage.
No, I think you're gonna.
I like that
Maybe.
idea, honestly.
Maybe if
Or maybe it's an octagon ring.
I don't like that
So
idea.
they can keep the theme going the whole time.
No, I like the octagon
He
cage.
is pretty young, though, right?
Yeah, he's relatively young.
I mean, he 1 year. CM Punk's trying it, so. I mean,
He has increased 200%.
Yeah,
Do you think, according to his
He got
coaches?
a better chance than him.
yeah.
Hey, there's
Ending-
nowhere else for him to go.
Right.
Where else do you go? Like when you're at zero, fucking.
Well, I mean,
good.
that's just like we talked about last week. Mayweather says he's a level 7 wrestler out of 10.
And
Yeah,
a 47 paladin.
Get the fuck out of here.
He'll totally roll on you.
He rolled the dice. He got an extra point.
He's a
He's
mage.
going into a prestige class.
Plus, we got the weather is going out right now, so he's buffed 6. I don't know.
You can't wrestle?
I mean, I once when I'm on the ground, I'm good. I just don't shoot.
Mayweather? Well, no.
But you think that Mayweather could out wrestle you?
Nah, I tap him out. He'll probably knock me out.
He is
though.
a world-class
I'll kick him in the
wrestling, my
leg.
friend.
Yeah,
Legs,
world class,
legs,
my
World
ass.
class.
Leg kicks change everything.
Level 7.
Boo.
Boo.
Apparently, our thing's broken. Oh, there we go.
Oh yeah.
There we go. Moving on. UFC. What is this? At Fight Night.
I don't think that's the right
I
one.
think you skipped
You
one.
skipped one.
There you
Up,
go.
up.
It doesn't
There
want
we
to
go.
stay. There you
Doesn't
go.
want to stay.
There you go.
UFC Fight Night. This is going down in Atlantic City, April 21st.
All right.
Headlined by Edson Barboza and Kevin Lee.
Violence. I like
The
it.
co-main event has been announced. We're going to have Frankie Edgar go up against Cub Swanson for the second time.
Of course, that's going down in Jersey. That
Why
makes
wouldn't it
sense.
be?
Yeah.
In my opinion, don't you think that should be the main event?
That should be the main event.
Over, I guess Barboza and Lee are for a contendership spot.
Especially when you're building Lee up. First, you didn't like Lee, but now you're like, man, we might be able to make some money off him.
I don't like Lee.
No, I'm just saying. The UFC. I mean, he's a draw.
Well, so I like
like
this.
him.
I like this fight because this
He's a
fight's
draw.
going to be pretty
Yeah, yeah.
violent.
See?
so-
Yeah, the fight's going to be
It
awesome.
makes things entertaining. I didn't give a shit about the Michael Chiesa fight until you punched him in his face at the press conference.
See? Attebery series. This is the voice of the
Where he
youth.
came in looking like a Black Panther.
Yeah. I mean, Michael Chiesa, you don't rush someone with your hands down, first of all. That was stupid.
Oh, really? Because
He was
that's,
gonna
that's how
headbutt
Mayweather fought fucking Notorious, fucking with his hands down, and he
He's
still
not
beat
gonna
Have
him.
you seen the
Not
clip,
gonna
though,
hurt
when he throws a jab and it barely touches his nose? That dude's a master of distance. It's a different world. Trust me, I fight boxers.
That gift to me, there's something that just
Kids
doesn't
are
look right.
animals.
Something don't look right.
Something don't look right.
Kids are animals. These boxers are different.
So we have another new MMA organization of sorts. This is going to
Oh,
be
great.
really, really interesting. We have a porn webcam streaming site that's going to be promoting their first ever MMA fight.
You had me
Okay.
at porn.
This is going down in April.
He's gonna have to go by the liquor
You can
store,
live
get
stream
some of
this
his pills.
for free. However, you can tip tokens to the fighters, rewarding them for fight goals, similar to how you would tip, I guess, webcam girls.
Webcam girls, yeah. I'll give you 100 coins if you fucking do an armbar right now.
Yeah,
That shit? Okay.
yeah.
Stupid.
And the main event is going to be
Is their
Rico
arm bar-
Rodriguez,
Their arm bar's a little different.
former UFC champion, and Alex Nicholson. Also, Charles Bennett's going to be on this as
Okay.
a co-main event.
Sounds interesting. Rico Rodriguez, huh?
Rico Rodriguez is your head. Yeah. So, yeah, of course, it's going down in Florida, Fort
Because
Lauderdale.
it's fucking Florida.
Because
so
it's
why
Florida.
not? Yeah.
This is Cam Soda Legends.
Wow.
You got a lot of fisting going on.
There's going to be a lot of fisting.
This-
Coming to the stage,
I'm out.
Camp Soda.
This shit's gonna get weird.
So, yeah, they're saying for the
because
first
right
time
now
ever.
it's not weird.
For the first time ever, fans will be able to
beginning
directly
of it
interact
sounded
with the fighters in real time as the fights occur. Fans watching the live stream are able to determine bonus money and provide extra incentive for specific finishing moves. The specific requests will be relayed to the fighters during the fight.
Make more money if they have the ring girls fight each other.
The more a user tips, the more
What is
direction
she
over the
eating?
fights they are
That's
going
no
to be afforded.
turnbuckle.
Like, this business model doesn't work for MMA.
No. No, it is not.
You get to watch the event for free.
Yeah, and that's how they're fucking their fighters because I'm not going to pay the fighters.
No, everybody's gonna go watch the first episode and go tragedy.
I'd rather watch people get knocked out.
Yeah,
I
that's
want,
like
I want to watch the LFL.
yeah, like the nude skydiving. Everybody was like, "Oh, this is gonna be cool." She jumps out, and then you're like, "Nobody should ever flap like that."
No. That's not how the
that
human
part
body
of their
should work.
body.
Nope.
Do you think if it stops working, they just immediately put the ring car girls that they have and be like, all right, back to being cam girls. Go.
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 Yeah.
Go.
Go.
We
Oh,
need
yeah.
to make money on this.
100%.
Be called knocked up and knocked out.
I think people have too much money and too much time on their hands.
Straight out of high school.
Well, you got a lot of something on
Who
their
thought
hands.
of this?
Oh, wait a minute. I don't know if you've seen. See, we had these people that put an event on in Russia, aka a barn in Minnesota.
Warehouse.
Where? Okay.
Russian
Warehouse.
collusion.
Possibly a high school.
Yeah.
Whatever, they made like $700 off that.
They did not, my friend. There's no way.
True
Were
story.
they selling sodas at the event?
No, there was no audience.
Oh.
Because it was unsanctioned
Because it
Russian
was
fights.
unsanctioned.
And I be getting messages about, do you want to try out for a bare knuckle box? No.
Apparently, Phil Baroni was supposed to do bare knuckle boxing
Right.
in the UK, but he's now saying he's not in
No,
it.
I think, well, a lot of these people talk before they do things, and then they're like, You want what? What kind of permit? How many doctors? I don't have the money for that.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Never mind.
Never mind.
Go back to pit fighting under the bridge in Southern California.
Yeah, like the ones we've had in Stockton where they're like, oh, we got this going on. You need to have an ambulance. We never scheduled an ambulance.
True story.
But we're gonna have a floating cage.
Sure. We're gonna have a
Floating cage.
That was awesome. What happens if like a bad wake goes by? They're fine. They
It's
can adapt.
cool. It's cool. Someone's coming in, gonna do a twisty as a finish.
Hey, fighting on a raft is pretty badass.
Yeah.
Yeah, until you lose and you got to swim out.
Wait, have you guys seen the people who put the beer boxes over there in a box?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great. I want
That's
I'll
great.
see that live.
Beer boxing
I wanna-
league.
I seen crazy shit from the Bills fans at the end of last year. They were
Well,
doing
it's Bills Mafia,
The
man.
Bills Mafia,
Yeah,
bro.
but
Yeah.
How long have you not been following them?
I get the whole jumping on burning tables and shit, but when they go like where they rage on each other and it's like a cool thing, like beat each other,
Yeah.
like beating into a gang or some shit.
It's Bills Mafia.
Bills Mafia.
Whatever. Yeah.
That's why I don't do rock music.
Damn it, Buffy, quit it. Damn it. Oh, that's my brand new bridge. Oh, dude, these are straight upper. There's some white Bills fans.
Last week on the
If
Fight
you're
Pass.
talking like that, though, you're out of your mind.
Oh, some of them, yeah, big money.
They like the Bills.
They do. They're big in Buffalo. I couldn't believe. I started watching videos. I was like, this is what
My
MMA
favorite's when
needs.
the team
MMA
wins
needs
the break.
these kind of fans. They'll pay for everything.
Last week on Fight Pass, the UFC was in London
London.
and had their card there where we had.
You want me to read that? I mean, I got fucking SynCal keys directly in front of me, so I
Well,
don't.
I didn't hang the keys
I
there.
didn't hang the keys there either.
All right, how about we just start the main card? We'll do Leon Edwards gets a win over Peter Sobata. TKO
see the
in
right side.
third
If
round.
you read the left, I'll read the right.
Tom Duskanoy
Up against Terrion Ware.
and got the decision win 5 minutes. Got the decision win round 3. Light heavyweight out here we have Jan Blachowicz gets the win
Over
over
Jimmy Manua. I can see that one.
by decision.
Decision.
It's like you guys are finishing each other's sentences.
In the
What?
main events, Alexander Volkov
Knocked out Fabricio Verdum.
If only someone called that.
You did, didn't you?
Yeah, but yeah, I took Manawa too, though. Even though in my mind, Jimmy Manawa lost, he lost.
just to let you know, he
Yeah,
lost.
yeah.
So we have this.
So
going down
anybody
this
who
weekend.
believes that he got ripped off or something, he lost.
He lost. He definitely
Yeah.
lost. This weekend we have Invicta 28. Is that right?
Invicta 28.
Awesome. I can see the weights. So like a lot of strawweight fights.
That's all you,
You
can
want
see
me
is
to
the
move the
weights.
And
keychain?
I can see the names over here.
Okay, you got Tracy Cortez going against
Caitlin Neal,
Jillian DeCourcy,
Rebecca Levine,
Carrie Kenson,
Chelsea Handler,
Chandler.
Chelsea Chandler, and then Cal Schwartz taking on Kay Hansen, Minna Grusander, right?
Yep.
Going up against Fernanda Priscilla. Callie Robbins takes on Pearl Gonzalez. We know Pearl, don't we?
Bill Gonzalez from UFC.
Melania Dudiva is going up against Christina Manx and Marks, and Deanna Bennett up against Karina Rodriguez. And
Your main event for the championship.
Mizuki Inui going up against Vima Jandaroba.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's staying at 0. I think we actually went negative for a second.
I mean, if we're keeping like legit count, we are way negative on that.
That's why it's framed and we can't change it.
Because we're never going to be at 1.
Invicta, they do a lot of promotions and like they do a lot of shows in California, huh?
Yeah.
They do.
Are
They just did Tachi Palace, right?
I believe so,
that's
yeah.
right. I knew that, and then I've heard them do LA a lot. And are they like strictly based like in Vegas and LA?
No, I think they've done
It's
Kansas.
Midwest, yeah.
right?
Kansas,
They did
quite a bit. Oklahoma.
Did they
Oklahoma.
do Florida?
I think they've done Florida.
Everything happens in Florida.
And then we talked about this a while back. This is a chance for a champion here to have 3 belts at one time. Martin Nugent going for Bibiano Fernandez's championship belt in one championship. This is going down tomorrow. What's today?
Yep.
This is tomorrow.
Today's
Yeah.
the 23rd.
Oh yeah, so tomorrow.
But
which
it's
is
in
probably right
Bangkok,
now.
Thailand,
So
yeah.
it's probably going on right now.
Right now.
Martin Nugent again going up against
What's the
had
capital of Thailand? Bangkok.
three
I got
Two for
brothers.
three belts at one time. He'll be the
I got a
champ.
French
Champ.
Champ.
Of one championship.
Of one
He's won
championship.
championships, champ if he wins.
That's correct.
Yep.
Champ with the 3.
Champ to the 3rd.
Champ cubed.
Yeah.
Champ cubed.
So that's about it. Other than what do we got on the local MMA side?
Yeah, what's
What are
going
you
on
doing here?
What are you doing?
Oh, also too, Chilo Gutierrez, he took a fight on 10 days notice
Okay.
at 145.
All right.
So,
The same card you're going to be on?
yep. So I finally get to fight with him.
When is that fight happening?
March 29th.
March 29th.
Tachi Palace 34.
34.
Or TPF 34.
That's next Friday, right?
Yeah, against Carlos Hernandez, who I'm gonna fuck up. Beat up. I'm sorry.
So you're coming off.
Going on YouTube
2
right now.
wins,
Yeah, I'm 2 wins.
and your last was your last fight 5150 or
5150, yeah.
not the 559?
No, that was the one before that.
Okay.
So the 5151. 5150. I fought with a broken rib. Kind of kept that
Right.
to myself, but
And that's the
was a
you've been
dumbass
talking a lot of
mistake.
smack, but then like you're finally coming back because your ribs aren't soft no more.
yeah,
Yeah.
basically.
Soft ribs.
Yeah.
So you got soft
You
ribs.
got the soft ribs.
No, honestly, man, we're at my daughter's birthday, and my cousin was drunk and picked me up, and we fell, and his fat ass landed on top of me.
Should you be fighting? You're kind of
What? Yeah.
you're a little docile. No, I'm just.
Concrete versus
I'm
ribs.
gonna get beat up by a little dude.
I have him do it.
He'll be all like, fucking my ass.
I think his striking sucks, but he might be able to tap you out.
Oh.
So you just keep your range.
I know. How tall is he?
How tall is he?
Hey, stand up. How tall are you?
5'7". So Dennis could probably just hold you
5'9".
back.
Yeah,
Afro.
I got reach on you.
Yeah.
I got 92 inch
Become the
reach. Be like, stop hitting
So that's
yourself.
Tachi Palace.
Yeah,
That's next
Yeah,
Friday.
you gonna put the Tachi Palace
Right
up?
there in the mid California.
Right?
No, there's another
There's
one.
also a logo.
There you go.
apparently.
And
Technical
All
difficulties.
right.
also we had a talk with Chelsea
LaGrasse.
LaGrasse.
He's fighting
Chelsea
at
LaGrasse.
Titan tomorrow.
Titan
No.
49. No, that's
April
April
6th.
April 6th. Check out that interview. She was fun. She's a lot of fun to talk to. So that was a cool one as well. Big thanks to our sponsors. Obviously, StrongboardBalance.com. Change the way you work out. StrongboardBalance.com. And Dependable Solutions. If you're looking for a new way to take credit cards for your business, they can hook you up with some great rates. Or if you don't take credit cards right now and you want to because you can make more money that way, check out Dependable Solutions and they'll get you.
Everybody likes to
hooked
make
up.
money.
There, I like the money. Somebody was asking me who Dak Shepard was the other day, and I completely forgot about that
I get to
quote.
fight
That would
someone
have
my
been
size now.
the
Yeah.
easiest way to explain
Last was
it.
a 45er.
So you can watch Attebery fight next week. You can watch us every Friday.
Win and lose, it's gonna be a fucking war, but I'm not losing, so I'd watch it.
Watch it.
You got anything different you got to do against this guy?
Yeah, I actually had a good camp. I got.
No,
my
but I
weapons.
mean fighting this guy.
As in previous, you had bad camps.
I can't fight today, I had a bad camp.
My entire
I had a
last
bad
camp,
camp.
I didn't
That's soft, my
wrestle. I
ribs
didn't
are soft
wrestle. I
today.
didn't grapple. I had a broken rib in the back, so I'm not gonna say what side. You gotta guess.
Stop. You know you sound like Hendrix. I fought at 70%.
I was at 75%. Next time we're going
Honestly, I thought
86%.
I thought
You
the
won.
adrenaline-
Just take it.
Yeah, I
You
thought
won.
the
Just take it.
adrenaline was gonna be able to, keep through it. And I got
Alright.
need, and I was like, oh, yep.
Man, I got a takedown at 144, but he got the other one at 156, and I don't
Yeah.
know. Like, they cancel out, but my
I feel
takedown
like-
was further.
I feel like this fight, I'm actually gonna be able to show my skills, my weapons that I have.
Your well-roundedness.
Yeah,
Do you want the knockout or do you want a submission?
I'm gonna knock him out. I already got the submission.
Okay.
So I got the knockout. I got TKO. I got the submission. But this one at Tachi Palace, I want to knock him out. Plus, he likes to strike. He's a Muay Thai guy, so I'm pretty violent.
Oh, we might be able to kick you, keep the distance.
Yeah, we'll see.
All right.
Yeah.
There you have it.
See if I,
You can find you what on Twitter. You on Twitter?
Reckless MMA, and then follow me on Instagram. I don't really get on Twitter too much.
What's the Instagram?
Reckless MMA.
Oh, the same. All right, there you go.
Get outta here.
And our Instagram and Twitter are SD_MMA.
Can you throw it up real quick?
You can find us
our twits.
on Facebook at Split Decision MMA Podcast, our website, splitdecisionmma.com, and of course, follow us on iHeartRadio. That's pretty much it for this week's show. Attebery, thanks for coming in late,
Yep,
but
sorry
coming
to
in
be
anyway.
late.
It's all good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a piece of shit. I'm
No, you're good. You're good. Oh, it's like
What you guys did?
You
guys
heard his
like,
little
don't-
theory.
don't
You show
back
up
on
to
me.
school late, you show up to the podcast late. I always show up to school late, so life lesson.
you
Anyway.
don't want to be Attebery.
Don't.
Till
it
next
takes a little
time.
while. Eventually it balances out, but the early years it's rough.
Yeah.
Have a good night. We'll see you at the fights.
Sorry about that, guys.
Oh.
It's all right.
I was